All right, folks, good morning. Okay, let's get started. So for today, Tuesday the 24th, we have the following. At 9 a.m., we'll have S&P CS Composite 20 HPI year over year, and that is a moderately important report, so we expect some market impact from that. And then we have FOMC member Bauman speaking, which is not expected to have a large impact. And then finally, we'll have HPI month over month, which is expected to have a low impact. At 10 a.m., we'll have CB consumer confidence, which is expected to have a strong impact. Richmond Manufacturing Index will be coming out at the same time. A medium impact is expected there. All right, that being said, let's take a look at the QQQ ETF. All right, so the QQQ is currently looking like it's going to open higher than where we closed yesterday, as you can see here on the screen. Yesterday's action was very neutral, extremely neutral. In fact, didn't see much of a trend at all in the markets. Looks like we're just stabilizing, above or around the same price range after we gapped higher into after the FOMC starting on Thursday session. Taking a look at the stocks which were moving on Monday, really didn't have a lot to look at. First off, we have JD.com, which did get past target number 1 to the upside, but we were needing it to go to target number 2 by the time we were able to get any good setup for it. And it didn't do that. It went up into some strong resistance around $30 a share, and then it collapsed after that. But the stock is up sharply in the pre-market. Sorry, I just realized it didn't chain this to the level 2. We're currently up 7.69% on about 2.9 million shares. The news is that China's central bank announced a new stimulus package, so that's the reason why the stocks are up in the pre-market. JD is a Chinese stock, by the way, so that's the reason why it's up. And that should mean that other Chinese stocks are up too, but I'll add that to our pre-market watch list now, but we'll go over that later. Next up, we have Baidu, which is also a Chinese stock, and that one currently is up 4.62%. Not enough to qualify for our list, but Baidu was able to trade up towards our target number 2 to the upside of 89.76, but it did not reach it. The stock actually topped out at, let's see, looks like at 89.69 was the high from yesterday. So good move on that one. It was able to pass target number 1, no problem. Target number 1 was at 88.42. Lastly, we have Robinhood, which was able to reach target number 1 to the upside of 23.31, but the move up was very awkward. So we were actually stopped out earlier on at nearly a break even, but then it eventually went higher. So it did reach target number 1 after all. But we did not have a lot of opportunities yesterday. All right, so looking at the pre-market for today, here's what we have so far. First up is BNZI. That is currently up 51% on 3.6 million shares, and it is at least $1 per share, so we will go ahead and add that to the pre-market watch list. Actually, let me check something really quick. JD, yeah, JD was enough volume. Just wanted to make sure. BNZI. We already added JD.com since that was already identified. So BNZI is added. Next up, we have FAAS. That is presently up 15.38%, about 2.2 million shares, at least $1 per share. So we'll go ahead and add that FAAS to the pre-market watch list. Next up, we have HSCS, which is currently up about 40%, 4.8 million shares, and it's at least $1 per share, so we'll go ahead and add that to the pre-market watch list as well. All right, next up is JBDI, which is presently up 28% on 7.1 million shares. It's at least $1 per share. So we'll go ahead and add that to our pre-market watch list as well. Tesla's up, but it doesn't qualify. 2.8 million shares, up 1%, so we'll skip that. Next up is, actually, that's it. So other than the stocks already mentioned, so we have JD, BNZI, FAAS, HSCS, and JBDI. If you folks see any other stocks that meet all four of our criteria, let me know in the chat, then we'll go ahead and take a look. But those are the ones we found so far. MSS, okay. That is presently up 116%, 11.3 million shares. It's at least $1 per share. Yep, that qualifies. So we will add that to our pre-market watch list. Baba, let's see. That is currently up. I can't bring it up on my screen since it's an NYSE stock, so we're only looking for NASDAQ stocks, remember, but yes, Alibaba is up. All right, so if you folks see any other stocks, we're looking for a NASDAQ listed stock that is trading at least $1 per share in the current pre-market. In the current pre-market, it must also have achieved at least 1 million shares of volume and at least a 6% price change, which can be positive or negative. Daniel mentioned CAPR. Okay. Yep, that definitely qualifies. 1.3 million shares traded, 32% up at least $1 per share. So we'll go ahead and add that. All right, folks. Looks like that's it. But please be sure to like this video. I see we have 9 likes, but more than 9 people are watching. So please be sure to hit that like button. And also subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. That greatly helps us with the YouTube algorithm. Also, make sure you get updates whenever we have a new video posted. If anyone's watching this video on a replay, if you're not familiar with our company, check out fundertrading.com, our website. You'll see a link in the description of this video. Other than that, for everyone who's part of the coaching program, I'll see you there in about 24 minutes, and then we'll pick up for today's session. All right, folks, have a great trading day, and I'll see you for tomorrow's Pre-Market Pulse. Take care.